Hey, hi, hello, my name is dis.cat. This is Project Hardcover, where we're letting books be the escape. My shirt matches my hat. I'm on point today. Slam a cow. But anywho, today I have a tag for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing the Divergent Factions Tag. This tag was created by Lions and Tigers in Books, oh my, and I will leave the link to her original video down in the doobly-doo. What time is it? It's time for me to tell you that no, I was not tagged to do this tag, but I saw Bangity Bangs do it, and it looked like fun, so I'ma do it. Also, it's adventure time! Like, it seriously bugs me when people don't answer that question with that answer. It's not the 90s anymore. It is not hammer time anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Stop. Just no. Anywho, for each faction, I have 2 bookish questions to answer. So with all of that being said, let's just get started. Our first faction is Abnegation, and my first question is to pick a book that I have recommended most recently to someone. And for this, I'm going to go with The Luna Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Yeah, just a few days ago, a lovely viewer commented on one of my videos saying how, whichever video that was inspiring them to pick up the Luna Chronicles series, to which I responded, yes, please pick up the Luna Chronicles series because it is so fantastic and amazing and just everyone in the world needs to read these books because, you know, they're super spiffy. Yes, I do use the word spiffy quite often. And then my second question is to pick a gray book. And for this, I've gone with Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Our next faction is Dauntless, and my first question for this is to pick a book with a brave yet slightly reckless character. And for this, I'm going to go with Rage from the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Please excuse these covers. Why you have to be so ridiculous covers, why? But anywho, yeah, pretty much all of the boys in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series are ridiculously brave and strong and kind of reckless, but Rage is definitely the most reckless of, like, all of them. You see, Rage has this thing where when he becomes really angry or upset or when his life is in danger, he kinda turns into a purple Godzilla, like, literally. So he kind of feels that he can take more risks and jump into more dangerous situations than his brothers can because, you know, he turns into a giant purple people eater, and he can withstand a lot of damage when he's in his beast form. So he kind of just jumps head on into all of these different conflicts, you know, despite whatever consequences they might have in store for him. So yes, definitely Rage. And then for my next question, I have to pick a black book. And for this, I have chosen The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Our next faction is Erudite, and my first question for this faction is pick a book that you learned a lot from. And for this, I'm going to go with The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Of course, this book taught me a lot about really deep and complex emotions, mostly because, you know, it forced me to feel them. But also, this book is full of little German words that they translate for you, and Death gives his own definitions for words and children's definitions for words. He also tells you what he thinks colors mean, and it's just really cute the way that you learn and pick up information in this book, and I know how to curse so much better in German now than I did before, which is really awesome. So yes, I learned many things from this book. And then next, I have to pick a blue book. And for this, I'm going with Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. It even has blue in the title, so you know what? Double points. Are there even points involved in this, or is that a challenge thing? No, what? I don't care. Points. Double points, in fact. Give me all the points. Our next faction is Amity, and for this faction, my first question is pick a book that makes you feel good. And for this, I have to go with Hyperbole and a Half by Ali Brosh. This book is hilarious. It doesn't matter how many times I read it, I could flip to any one of these cute little stories and I will be rolling on the floor laughing. Ali Brosh is so just ridiculously funny in the most understated way, and it's just so fantastic. If you are having a god-awful day, just pick up this book or go online. Hyperbole and a Half is actually a blog, her blog, and you can just see so much of this book for free on her blog, and I promise you, you will be laughing out loud for the longest time. And then the second question for this is to pick a red and yellow book. And for this, I'm going with Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. Our next faction is Candor, and my first question for this is to pick a book that I honestly hated, that everyone else loved, and I just don't understand why. And this should be obvious. Never over it, never over it. And then my second question for this faction is to pick a black and white book. And for this, I'm going to go with Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. I know there's a little bit of red there, but people, I'm pretty sure that like every black and white covered book in existence has a little bit of red somewhere on it. Like, I can almost guarantee this. And then lastly, we have the faction list. And for this, I have to pick a book that is a mix of many genres. And for this, I'm going to go with The Hangman's Daughter series by Oliver Pojek. This series is historical fiction. It's a crime mystery thriller. There's also romance in here and action and funny stuff. It's just, this has a little bit of everything for everyone. It's also really, really good, so you guys should pick this up because I really don't see anybody talking about this series like ever. And then my final question for this tag is, what faction would I choose to be in? And this is difficult because, of course, I have the one that I would like to be in, and of course that's Dauntless. Like, everyone wants to be in Dauntless. Dauntless is the awesome faction. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You get to have really awesome tattoos, and you get to wear really awesome clothes, and eat whatever you want, pretty much do whatever you want. It's just a really awesome faction. But if we're being totally honest as to what faction I should be in, then it's obvious I would be an erudite, which really, without all of the, you know, homicidal masterminds in it, isn't that bad. You just sit around and learn stuff all day, read books. Oh no, how awful. But there you go, that is the Divergent Factions tag. And now it's time to tag people. For this, of course, I have to tag Sophia from The Book Basement and Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and remember, books are the escape.